Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be watching a 2v2 for, I believe, the normal league or tournament or something, or maybe it was WFC. WFC. That's what it is. For WFC, it is between. Oh, let me do this. I think we go. A's as the orc, the light blue orc. I guess both of them are going to be light blue. But A's, I'm going to say it A's because it's. To be nice about, I'm gonna pronounce this as A's. I think you might know why I'm choosing that pronunciation. I don't want to be vulgar, so that's A's as the orc in the bottom, allied with Wenhao, the undead, to the left, and he's gonna be an undead, of course. And we have both the we have Xian. I can't pronounce it. We're just gonna say cool spawning up there. As the elf in the top, allied with I don't know how to pronounce that. There's nothing there. Okay, he's allied with invisible. We're gonna call this guy invisible. He is allied with invisible, spawning as the orc on the right side of the map. Okay, I'm sorry. This is a gold crown replay on WC replays, or on replays.net. However, you should check out WCReplays.com if you haven't. We have a great community over there. I'm an active poster. I'm a moderator. I'm part of the staff. I'm working on producing some video content for them as well. And also, I'm not sure I'm supposed to say this, so don't tell. We are in the progress of some website updates. I can't really tell too much more about that, but and that's probably more than I was supposed to. But anyway, we're going to see A's scouting his peon over here to find out what exactly Invisible is doing. Looks like he's getting a BM and a grunt. And over here for cool, we have him doing, looks like a double Ancient of War, maybe hunts. Yes, indeed, we're going to see hunts with Keeper of the Grove running across the map over here to try to get into Wenhao's base. Maybe prevent some kind of an expo, maybe do some kind of harass. And we're going to see some standard Fiend play over here from Wenhao. And over here for A's, we're going to see him doing a Farseer grunt build. And he's going to come over here and try to harass and stop this creep as much as he can. As you can see, he's using these wolves just to scout and to see exactly, maybe, or maybe not to scout, maybe to harass. Or maybe it's a combination of both. But either way, we will see that A's is attacking Invisible's grunt right here. This is one grunt, and it looks like that's Mikasa. Her name is Mikasa. Mikasa Sukasa. Sorry, I don't know what language that is, but anyway, it's a phrase. You guys probably don't know. It's like me. Well, anyway, the point is we have A's attacking this grunt over here, this Invisible's grunt. It's very low HP. He's trying to kill it with his wolves. Of course, those wolves are dying, but they're not giving any experience over here to Invisible's hero, simply because the burrows are finishing it off, getting those last hits. And that is kind of important because if the burrow finishes that off, you don't get experience. It's the same thing. It counts as a tower kill, and tower kills, of course, don't give experience. We're seeing Ace take a ton of damage here. Is it going to get the grunt? The grunt is going to go down from Invisible, losing a grunt. Ace also about to lose a grunt as well. Is he going to get the deny? Going to get the deny off, so very nicely done right there. And we're going to see that Ace does have plenty of healing salves as well as a speed scroll now and a clarity potion. Here is a grunt, another grunt from Ace. Ace is running his Farseer away, trying to get to the middle of the map. Spawns wolves. Maybe he can use those to block. Looks like he might get in trouble here because that is a speed scrolled Windwalked Blade Master. Looks like he's going to go ahead and force a teleport out of the field, I guess you would say, from A's. He's back into his base, and he does have a shop, so he can go ahead and buy a healing scroll. However, you won't be able to come over there and use that healing fountain that is there in the center of the map with the fear of that Blade Master around. Over here, you can see Cool's Keeper of the Grove, half HP, with two of his hunts running around trying to harass Wenhao. And let's see up here, we're going to see the Blade Master is now creeping out this green camp as well. Let's see, did he actually? No, he did not finish that. He did only get the priest from over there. It's only one little bit of creep. We're going to see A's trying to kill off one of those peons. As you can see, very, very close. Almost got it. However, very invisible, very quick to the draw to get that peon right back into that burrow. And over here, you can see that Cool is over here creeping this out. This is green out. That is Wenhao's natural green right there. And we're going to see Wenhao now coming back out of his base now with a second charge on his Rod of Necromancy. And we're going to see that, we're going to actually see, it looks like A's running back into Invisible's base, attacking this peon, forcing these peons to burrow, doing a little bit of damage to that shop. Doesn't want to get too deep in with those grunts, and he's going to go ahead and now try to cancel that building that's being built to burrow right there, but it's not going to happen, not quite fast enough. We do see now these are three of Invisible's grunts. Honestly, dark green and light blue, not a lot of contrast there. I'm not sure why we can't just have a red versus blue mode in team games like you can have on when you're actually a player, but that's, anyway, whatever. We're going to see that Cool and Invisible are actually creeping out the Fountain of Health right here in the middle of the map. And we do have WinHao actually coming here to jacking this a little bit right here. Of course, it's already, none of the items have dropped yet. But here we can see WinHao has a Fiend that has been entangled. It's taking a lot of damage. It did get a coil. It's going to be running away right now, but it's still very low. And there's a Blade Master that could turn around and attack. We do see another Fiend actually being entangled as well. And now we do see that one's going to go down to some focus fire from those huntresses. And where over here we can see this is A's fighting these grunts right here. Does have a boots of speed now on his Farseer, and we're gonna see, is Cool gonna be able to take out these null overseers that are level 5? They do drop really nice items. I believe there are 2 consumable items usually, and over here we can see that now Invisible is really Invisible and Cool are actually both trying to kill A's units here. You see one of these grunts has been entangled. It's taking a ton of damage. Is it actually going to get out of this? It might actually manage to get away. We do see a healing salve being used, but immediately being canceled. Now a speed scroll as well. Is he going to get another healing salve? Another healing salve is on it. There is a Windwalked Blade Master trying to get it, chasing it down, but not going to be fast enough because, of course, the speed scroll, it simply moves you to max speed, more or less. I'm pretty sure it's max speed. And he was able to get away from that. Now we do see Cool and Invisible's hunts and grunts are right here, as well as this Keeper of the Grove. I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Yes, indeed, he does see a Ankh of Reincarnation right there. Brings you back to, I guess he passed it over here. Yes, indeed, to the Blade Master and a Scroll of the Beast. So that's 2 very nice items. Going to give them a ton of pushing power right here. If this Blade Master takes a lot of focus, it won't matter. As you can see, if I can get my mouse over this, he has a 500 hit point automatic revive if he should die. And we also have the Keeper of the Grove with this Scroll of the Beast, giving all of these units 25% in bonus damage for 45 seconds if they decide to do a push. Looks like they're trying to get some kind of a jacker. Maybe they're just trying to find their opponents right now. Either way, this has been crept out most likely by WinHao. As you can see, WinHao is now at level 3 on his Death Knight. Does have a Mana Stone and 2 Claws of Attack plus 6. For Ace, we're going to see, instead of we're going to get a Torn Chieftain second. That is Farseer Torn Chieftain, a fairly old school kind of opening. Still very effective in 2v2, of course. And over here we can see pretty nice positioning being taken by Cool and Invisible, flanking both sides. And we do see that Shadow Hunter running in here and getting a Hex off on the Death Knight. The Death Knight's going to be forced to TP out. The Lich is in here with the Frost Armor, but not quite fast enough. What will happen to Ace as he runs away? He does not have a TP at this point, and now we have a problem because now Ace is being chased by this entire army. He's got a speed scroll off, but is it going to be enough? Probably not, given that the fact that there is that Shadow Hunter that can Hex something and entangles as well. Looks like that Torn Chieftain is in trouble. He has been entangled. Is he going to get Hexed? He is now Hexed. Is he going to get surrounded? It looks like he's about to get surrounded. He's narrowly trying to avoid the surround. Oh, and there's the surround. He is now surrounded. That Torn Chieftain is going to go down. And we do see, looks like Ace denying one of his grunts right there. Really nice play. We do have that Shadow Hunter already popping a Clarity to get back up to full mana. Of course, it's 100 mana over 30 seconds. As you can see, if he takes a hit, it will be canceled. Both Cool and Ace using that, popping that 25% scroll back there, just now wearing off, but trying to use the rest of the remainder of it to focus on that shop, and that shop does go down. Here we see Ace does have Spirit Walkers out, and he's just trying to go ahead with, as well, of course, some Raiders. Raiders are very effective, of course, against Huntresses. They have unarmored armor, so they do take extra damage from the siege attacks from the Raiders. We do see one of these Raiders is actually now surrounded. It was Hexed, and now it's going to go down as well. Maybe a waste of a Hex given it was surrounded, but either way, really nice to go ahead and kill that. We do see the Torn Chieftain spawning. He's now not in a great spot right here. He's going to go ahead and get immediately surrounded again. It looks like he was entangled. It's actually, the opponents are actually running away. There was a TP coming in from WinHao, and now that WinHao is in here, they're both Cool and Invisible are going to back off at this point. There are no expansions on this map at all currently. As you can see, WinHao is chasing this down. He does have a potion of healing now on his Death Knight. Just make sure he doesn't have to worry about that insane amount of hero focus again. At least not so much. We can see over here 4 Invisible picking up a Coda Beast as well as another Raider. And Cool over here still at tier 1. Is he going to go ahead and throw down an expansion? There it is, the expansion right there getting thrown down. Slightly too close to those creeps. It's going to aggro. He needs to build right there. Is he actually going to get canceled? It does get canceled. The creep's almost getting it. So quite nice that it didn't happen, but a little bit unfortunate that he actually did that in the first place. Kind of bad, but that'll be plenty of space right there. Those creeps won't get angry from that. Over here, we can see A's is going to go ahead and creep this red camp as well. WinHao was here, but WinHao backing off to give A's all of the experience that he could use. And a Claws of Attack plus 12 being picked up by that Torn Chieftain. Most likely going to be passed over here to this Lich at some point. As we can see, already has 2 plus 6 Claws of Attacks. That would brings him up to plus 17 with that Orb of Corruption. So a lot of damage right there. We do see that Invisible went ahead and picked off something. I'm assuming that was most likely a sacrificial pit for Shades. I don't know for sure what that was. My bad. I just didn't have enough time to actually go looking at the bases. Over here, we can see WinHao does have a TP scroll now on him. However, he has been surrounded right now. He did go ahead and coil one of those raiders to take it down. He's trying to get out of this. He's going to get hexed. Is he going to get... He does break free from this round. Will he be able to just run away at this point? He might be able to do that. There's only one raider left. He's trying to get out of here, blocking with that, blocking with the statue. However, not quite enough because Cool has come around from the back, flanking with the Keeper of the Grove and an absolute massive amount of Huntresses. If we look, we can see real quickly at 50 out of 50 food of 1/1 Huntresses. That's going to be a lot. And we do see that Death Knight taking a ton of damage, down to 10 HP, barely getting away. But the Blade Master's in there, and the Blade Master focuses him down with the Windwalk, taking down the Death Knight. That's unfortunate. Here comes Ace's units, just the 2 wolves, and here comes the rest of his army. WinHao is not in a great position here, focusing down this Blade Master. Of course, he does have a TP, but he also has the Ankh of Reincarnation. Not really in any serious trouble. Just going to go ahead and TP out, as well as Cool. So Cool and Invisible getting out of here. Is that Shadowhunter going to go down? No, the Shadowhunter is fine. Oh, man, that was intense. We do see the altar has died, the Altar of Darkness, which means WinHao has to rebuild the altar to get his Death Knight back. There is not a tavern on this map. This is an old Reign of Chaos map. It's actually an incredibly popular map on Reign of Chaos, but at any rate, here we're going to see the shop also had went down, of course, and so the shop's going back up as well as the Altar of Darkness. Now we're going to see WinHao's natural being crept out. Of course, there is a wisp right here from Cool. You can't actually see this, and there we do see Lao Fen actually in the obs. I don't know if he still is, but he used to be the big owner of... What was it, eHome? eHome, I think he might still be, but I don't know. Oops, well, a bit of a bug there with the camera. Anyway, over here we can see that... what is this? This is Cool's expansion is up at this point. He'll be able to creep that out just with a couple of units if he wants to keep them over there. A couple of units and a wisp or two. Let's see. Oh, it's already been crept out. I see. I did see his army running from that. I thought that was odd, but yeah, he had just crept that out. So we can take a quick little item check. We can see for the Tauren Chieftain, no items. The Lich, of course, did get past that plus 12 claws of attack, has a Gloves of Haste as well at plus 29 damage. That is a sick amount of damage coming in from that Lich. The Farseer has a Boots of Speed and a Teleport Scroll. If we look over here, we can find... Actually, Ace does have a little wolf right here scouting in the middle of the map. But over here for Cool, we do see he has a circlet and a clarity on that Keeper of the Grove. And if we can find it over here, there is the Shadowhunter with 2 salves or 4 charges, a Speed Scroll and a Scroll of Town Portal, and that Blade Master with the Gloves of Haste, the circlet, still having the Ankh and 1 charge of a Healing Salve. We do see Ace getting a ensnared Coda Beast that was in his base, being focused down by that Blade Master. That Coda Beast is going to be just fine because Ace did in fact TP back to his base. Over here we're going to see that Ace is putting up an expansion as well. And we're going to see that WinHao now picking up a Boots of Speed. Of course, that was the slot where he did have a what's it called? My brain is farting. A Rod of Necromancy. You're going to go ahead and sell those boots. I guess he picked them up from that other creep and now TP, buy a TP and TP out of here. We do see a Wisp right here from Cool, so that might be coming back here either just to be a scout or you might even be able to use, be throwing up an expansion right there. It would be an odd place to put an expansion, so I'm expecting it just to be a scout. But sometimes, you know, you can just be surprised that you can do silly things that are surprising to your opponents. Anyway, we're going to see that Ace's expansion has to be canceled because here comes Invisible's army with all those raiders. 5 raiders right there, 3 grunts and a Shadowhunter would absolutely demolish a building. And here comes Cool's Huntress army, and here comes a Coda Beast from Invisible as well. Over here you can see all these units are Spirit Linked, and there is Invisible's Invisible Blade Master just chilling out in the base, you know? He's like, well, I'm invisible, I'm going to be invisible, I'm going to chill right here. So there's... yeah, there is that, and the question is, how soon will this Death Knight come out? He's about to come out, actually, very, very close. Another TP bot has been bought for that Lich. Ace needs to wait on this attack all the way up until he can take the fight with his ally WinHao, and WinHao does have the units now. He does have 2 teleports. Oh no, I'm sorry, he just passed it to his Death Knight. Here we do see, here comes Cool's Huntress army running by. We don't see that Keeper of the Grove anymore. We're going to see a Nova, and we're going to see some Focus Fire picking off one of these Huntresses right here. Over here we can see there is a skeleton from WinHao actually scouting this expansion. So now they know, they're like, oh man, we're in trouble because we're behind economically at this point, and they do have a little bit of map control here. However, the later this game goes, the bigger the advantage, I would have to say, is to WinHao and his ally A's, because they are both teched and their opponents only have tier 2 and tier 1. So as you can see, not quite as perhaps important or whatever. Anyway, it's really hard to see this dark green color on the minimap. That was something that I remember. You can see how it blends in with the map on this map very easily. I remember in back all the way up to like 1.16 or so, playing in X-Rock on East, Clan X-Rock, playing LT Obs and LT Rough games all day long, and people used to get mad at people for picking dark green just because it blends in so well on this map. But anyway, we're going to see Cool coming in here, entangling an Acolyte, killing it, and forcing a TP as well as TPing out himself. We do see a Huntress going down, so not completely scot-free for Cool over there, but he doesn't have to worry too much. He is at the economy advantage, but feeding the undead heroes experience probably not the best of ideas either. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen WinHao go ahead and sacrifice a fiend or something to get a third hero, but over here we can see Invisible's Blade Master has been just getting focus fired right there. It was ensnared, it couldn't get anywhere. And it does have that Ankh being used. Will that be enough to get him out of there? I'm not so sure. He doesn't have any mana now because he did just get revived. And he's going to go down again. Oh, very good. And who would you see that Wisp actually did come down here and make an expansion? I know that WinHao saw the Wisp going down there, but I don't think he thought anything of it other than it's going to be a scout. And that's pretty much because why would you? It's really a really risky expansion to have, but always worth scouting when you know that's the kind of a possibility. It's well worth sending a ghoul or a skeleton down there or a peon or something just to find out. But over here we can see A's is putting up his expansion as well. A player's force. And let's see over here for Cole. Getting fairly low on the main gold mines at this point. 1-0 attack upgrades for WinHao's units. Over here we can see there are no upgrades except for Berserker Strength and maybe improved War Drums. I can't quite recall how much that is. I think that's not improved War Drums, however, for the Coda Beast. So I think the only research is going to be to have the Adept, Ensnare, and the other thing that I just said, the Berserker Strength. Over here we can see that these are going to be an engagement going on right now. Here is WinHao actually going ahead and not in the greatest position here, being at the forefront. You don't want all your fiends there. We see so many 3 Coda Beasts from Invisible. They have so much money to put into their army right here, and all those Wisp Huntresses. I mean, we do see one of the fiends being eaten by the Coda Beasts. Lots of units going off. A Book of the Dead being used over here in the back from, I believe, yes, indeed, Invisible. And here we do see who's winning this fight. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. But WinHao and A's are holding their position at the top of this hill. Just wanting to keep this position. That Lich doing plus 32 damage. Just absolutely raping things. I probably shouldn't use that word. I'm sorry. Just absolutely demolishing things. And that A's Coda Beast not really being afraid of anything right there. Just standing in the front like, I got 1,000 life in Spirit Link. What you going to do? Over here we can see that the Destroyer has been ensnared right there, but there's only 2 units that can actually attack it as well as these Coda Beasts. Not a whole bunch. We're going to see a coil come in there. There is a Fiend running by 2 very hungry Kodos. Is that going to happen? Looks like they're not going. Maybe they're going for it. I can't tell. They're just moving into a different position. Here comes another statue in from WinHao. We're going to see the TP coming in from WinHao and Ace. They're trying to get out of here at this point. I think they did fairly well in that. We're going to see Ace, unfortunately, one of those grunts getting entangled and not being able to be in TP range. I think he actually was not in TP range, but either way, before the entangle, but either way, whatever. Over here we can see A's now having this expansion up. Not sure those 4 peons are just kind of AFK. They still haven't scouted Cole's second expansion down here at their protected natural. And we do have WinHao. I guess he TP'd. Where did he TP to? I don't see you. Over here at his base, of course, picking up another TP, almost level 5 on that Death Knight, level 3 on the Lich, about to level 4 as well. As you can see, very, very close, 2 experience away from the next level. And for here, that's what, 72, something like that, whatever. I don't know. I'm not good at math. But anyway, we're gonna see that WinHao is gonna creep this out, and of course, not really having to worry about the fact that they have Bloodlust. That just makes their destroyers even stronger. Over here we do have the Invisible army right chilling out right there, and here is Cool's army. Has he started his tech yet? I'm surprised he hasn't. Look at all that gold he has. 1,300 gold. That's essentially what happens. Mining, he's 2 food over. He needs to drop 2 food really badly, unless he's intending to actually book it up to 70 or 80. But either way, he needs to make a decision because he is wasting a lot of gold mining from 3 gold mines at upkeep. That's not what you really want if you don't have to. Oops. If you don't have to. Over here for Invisible. And this is just odd. Look at this. They have a ton of wood here and a ton of gold over here. I'm not sure. I don't know. Are you seeing this? 1,800 gold, 200 wood, and 1,700 wood, 200 gold. Oh, okay, but anyway, I mean, they can't necessarily pass resources as freely as they want, as they are both in upkeep, and that means that when you pass resources, those trades are taxed by upkeep, so you have to be a little bit careful with that, and that's probably why they aren't passing gold back and forth. Maybe they both just want to shoot up to higher levels of food counts or whatever. Maybe we're seeing a reveal going off right there from somebody. I don't know who. Maybe it was maybe they have a unit, something, or maybe that was a Farseer being used at Farsight using. I don't know exactly what happened. Either way, we're gonna see both Cool and Invisible over here at Ace's base. And Wkwenhao does TP back here. He does have 4 destroyers now at this point. Destroyers are a great unit when you have your opponent massing huntresses. Frostworms are also actually. But of course, it's just nice to have it against Invisible. He does have all these Windwalks and the Scrolls of Protection, just of course feeds mana to these destroyers. It's difficult to see. I'm not gonna lie, this is hard to tell what's going on because the units look so similar in color. A little annoying. But over here we do see that Wkwenhao's Lich is taking a bit of damage from that Blade Master. They're trying to kill the Blade Master. Blade Master goes ahead and uses an Invobot and have a coil passed over here to the Lich. The Death Knight now taking a little bit of damage, but again, that Blade Master actually still just right-clicked onto that Lich. That Blade Master's Invol has more off. Is he going to get a Coil Nova? He's going to get a Coil Nova and goes down. Here comes a Speed Scroll in from Ace and Wkwenhao, trying to finish this off right here. Did you see that Chain Lightning being used very effectively right there? And let's see, a Spirit Walker about to go down. Yes, indeed, it goes down. Here comes some bats from Invisible. 2 bats right there. Could take out this Destroyer, no problem, I think. Yes, indeed, because it doesn't have any armor upgrades at all. And Invisible is going to have to be forced to TP out on his Shadowhunter. And actually, one of those Coda Beasts had been just surrounded and going to get the save just by being TP out. Over here at this expansion for Ace, unfortunately, all of his peons have been massacred brutally by these 3 Huntresses right here. This is not the 3 Musketeers. These guys are evil. They just murdered 5 innocent peons, and now they're gonna get scot-free in a way, because you know what? We don't have a sheriff in this town, sadly. It's a shame. But over here we do see that Cool still have this expansion just running, no problem. That running, this of course has ran out. This just has run out. This one's out, and so is Invisible. So all the gold mines are out except for the expansions that Cool has, and he does have 2. We're actually going to find Wkwenhao actually going to manage to scout this out this time around. Oh, I'm sorry, I said that. Oh, of course, Ace also has a expansion right here now that is running as well. So that's good. It's good that both teams have income, otherwise I would be in trouble. Now, one thing I saw this earlier and I wanted to mention it. This is the spiked attack upgrades for your buildings as ORC. Essentially, it just means that if somebody attacks that as a melee unit, they take reflected damage. It's kind of like Thorn's aura. Over here we can see that now Wkwenhao has indeed scouted this out. They were about to come over here and attack this perhaps, or maybe attack this base. But now they're like, should we still do that? I don't know. But here we're going to see, oh, Cool running in with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Huntresses, forcing the TP, trying to focus that Watchtower. Not going to happen. And now what's going to happen is Ace coming in here to fight. He's going to pick off a couple of them, and then he's probably going to walk right over here and kill this expansion, because why not? There are Huntresses on the map trying to be annoying, and they're going to manage that, no problem. Of course, some ensnares will, of course, mean a lot of these Huntresses are going to die as they run away. Let's see, that is now down to 4, 8, and 1 more ensnares is almost certainly going to happen. If that does happen, then nope, he's going to back off. I'm not sure why. I guess he just really wants to kill this. Which is a bit of an issue, having that running down there for so long. Are we seeing tech? Still no tech. I'm a little concerned about why he hasn't teched yet, because he really could have. And just having a bunch of Dryads, I think, would have been more beneficial at this point than hunts, but whatever. Anyway, Invisible is throwing up an expansion. It looks like we're going to see Cool running in here with some Tree Ants being used beautifully, and the Tree Ants are, of course, going to be attacking these things, but this Watchtower is up there, so their main attack is going to be on these peons, and the Watchtowers, you can't really do much. You can't attack these buildings with these Tree Ants, because of course what's going to happen is they'll just kill themselves on the buildings. It won't be very quickly, but it won't be very pretty either, with the Watchtower beating on them as well. Over here we can see that Invisible is now running in here. Cool is also running in here. So who's going to happen? This is Ace fighting by himself. Where's Wkwenhao? Wkwenhao is back here. He's trying to get over here in time, but is it going to be enough? I don't know. Let's see. He's coming in. He's now in this fight. He's taking off some of these Huntresses in the back, but over here for Ace at his expansion, having to face the full brutality of Invisible and Cool's Keeper of the Grove. The Keeper of the Grove now at level 6, casting Tranquility. Oh man, look at these units getting a ton of healing going off right there. Look at that. Absolutely everything is just taking a ton of healing. They have to interrupt that Keeper of the Grove, focusing it down as fast as they can, forcing the Coil Nova, forcing him to use all of his survivability items. He's going to be forced to TP out at this point. They're trying to kill, the Huntresses are trying to focus down that Blade, or Death Knight, so that he can maybe force the TP as well, but didn't happen over here for Ace. His Farseer is now speed scrolled, but hexed as well. He's got a boots of speed. He's running away, trying to not die to the Blade Master. The Blade Master, where is he? He's over here. Is he going to open up and kill the Farseer? He may very well be able to do just that. There's no way that Farseer is going to get away if he gets ensnared again. There is some people chasing him. He is now ensnared. Oh no, he's going to go down, I think. And there he goes. He's down. Unfortunate. Either way, that is Ace's down. Ace's Farseer down. Over here we can see that Invisible Shadowhunter is taking some damage, but he's going to be able to TP out. Will we see this Keeper of the Grove go down? He has nothing except for a Staff of Teleportation, which can be canceled. We're going to see that Raider being focused over here, just kind of trying to kill the Raider, because the Raider is what can stop the Staff of Teleportation. You can see one of these Novas going off on the Huntresses, not on the Keeper of the Grove. The Keeper of the Grove running back in. I'm not sure why he does that. He's going to die now, and he does go down. He was actually scot-free. He could have ran over to the shop and bought a TP or something, but now he does indeed die. Over here we can see that actually WinHao is now taking that expansion from Cool. So there's that, and here's Invisible's expansion now up and running, fully operational, and Cool still has this expansion. So now everyone is back to 1 gold mine. Oh man, what a turn of events that is. I didn't think that would happen, honestly, but it did. And so how awesome is that? I hope you guys like long games, because this one is going to go for a while. Oh man, okay. Over here we do see some high-level heroes. Again, level 6 Death Knight, level 5, almost level 6, or halfway through level 5 if you prefer. On that Lich's Blade Master, about to level 4, level 5, almost level 6 on the Shadowhunter. The Keeper of the Grove, of course, is level 6. And where's the Tauren Chieftain? Tauren Chieftain, level 5. If he gets level 6, he gets a Reincarnate, which is absolutely amazing. Turns him into just one of the best heroes in the game at level 6. Reincarnation is just one of the most amazing ultimates in the game. I can't overstate that. Of course, it just depends on what the particular dynamic is. If your hero isn't taking any focus fire, then it's pretty crappy. But other than that, it's really nice. And actually, if you put the right items, a Tauren Chieftain at level 6 or level 7 is a DPS machine, and just his auto attacks. You wouldn't think it, but if he gets a couple of gloves and a couple of claws or something, it's and a purge. Purge is really important, but he actually becomes quite strong. But anyway, we're gonna see that now. Invisible running in here, trying to kill this Kodo Beast. Going to be able to get the ensnare off, taking off, focusing him down. Going to be able to kill him. The Blade Master immediately taking a ton of focus fire. Going to get a healing wave off. Didn't have to use his potion of invulnerability or his healing scroll, very low at that point. Are we going to see another one? Let's see. He's going to go ahead and use that potion of invulnerability as soon as he breaks Windwalk. Over here, level 4, almost level 5 on Ace's Farseer, hitting level 5. That means he's going to have upgraded Wolves or upgraded Chain Lightning, one of the two. We can see that Blade Master again taking a ton of damage, running out, getting another healing wave off on him. Right-clicking on that Farseer. The Farseer does go ahead and use a potion of healing. We're going to see 208 damage crits from that Blade Master. Are we going to see the Blade Master go down? The Farseer does go down, just barely out for any time, any length of time. Here you can see that Blade Master is going to go down as well. There goes the Blade Master. Now the Shadowhunter is taking a ton of focus fire. Is he also going to go down? He doesn't have any way out of this if he does get a little bit more focus on him or into a worse position. We're going to see it looks like he's going to be able to get out of that position, no problem. And WinHao is going to go ahead and be happy focusing down these Raiders. We do see WinHao have this destroyer statue. Is he going to morph that into a destroyer so he can't lose it to those Huntresses? I don't know. It looks like he might not. Just running it away right now. And is he going to switch his focus over here to this Shadowhunter? Perhaps not. Just getting one attack off on that Shadowhunter, going ahead and focusing on these guys again. Level 6 on the Tauren Chieftain. Not yet. Nope. Level 6 on the Lich. Yes, level 6 is on the Lich. And here is the Keeper of the Grove back out at this point. Oh, it looks like there's a Huntress down here. And he did. What a terrible person. He's murdered 5 Acolytes. And he's actually attacking the Haunted Gold Mine. Oh, no, that's kind of messed up. But anyway, I mean, that's life, right? That's life. It's war. No one said it's pretty. Anyway, so over here we can see that this is now WinHao with level 6 and a TV scroll. Level 6 and some just ridiculous DPS items. Absolutely crazy. Gonna come in here, and he said, well, you took out my expansions. I will seek revenge. And he comes over here to take out these peons. These peons are gonna go down. There's nothing to save them at this point. It's a shame, it's a tragedy, but that's just war, like I said. It's unfortunate. Anyway, we're going to see this Tauren Chieftain going to get level 6, I think, if this fight goes on much longer. Yes, a Nova. There's a Shade here. They're trying to Shadow Melt. They don't know about that Shade. They're just being picked off in droves right there. Look how close this guy. 4 experience from level 6. He's going to get it right here when this Raider goes down. The Raider goes down. Level 6 on the Tauren Chieftain. Now he's not even gonna have to worry about anything. The reincarnation, if you play Dota, works a little different from Dota. It just has a cooldown. There's no mana cost or anything like that. So if he goes down, he just comes back with full life, full mana, and everything is awesome. It's wonderful. Way better than the item of reincarnation, that's for sure. And it damn well should be. It's an ultimate, right? But over here we're gonna see that the Death Knight actually taking a ton of damage right here. We're going to be forced to TP out. And now, oh dear, what is up with this? The Tauren Chieftain not going to be in the greatest position here. If he gets surrounded, he needs some backup right now. He's, not surrounded at all. It looked a little bit like it. There are going to be those the two raiders right there. He's going to be able to get a shockwave off. If he can kill one of those raiders, he's not in good shape now with that Blade Master out as well. He's trying to run away. Not quite enough. Now he's dead. Okay, but he does have the reincarnation. And we do have Wenhao running over here, booking it over here as fast as he can. He's like, hey, man, just stay alive, man. Just stay alive. He is full mana again, full HP. Is it going to happen? It looks like he's so screwed. Oh, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Gotta carry a TP, right? You gotta carry a TP. Oh, looks like that expansion is actually going to go down to that 1 Huntress. How unfortunate. We're going to watch it as it burns. One more hit. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Haunted Goldmine. Rest in peace. But, so... there's a Wisp here. He could always try to take that expansion back for himself. And this is now back up and operational as well. Ace is running on an expansion over here. Oh, I didn't even see this until just now. Cool. Just has this expansion that has come up as well. It looks like it just finished, just maybe the entangling the gold mine because it's just now started to mine right there. Here do we see a Kodo Beast from Ace picking up that Wisp. Why not? Why not? That's right. Okay. Over here we can see Ace trying to revive that Tauren Chieftain from the altar. Going to take a while, and now of course Invisible is actually attacking the altar with his heroes and his raiders. It's going to be able to kill the altar, and that means no more Tauren Chieftain, at least until he can rebuild that altar. And now you can see Cool's Huntresses are running in here again. And Wenhao, of course, we do see a level 5 Farseer out for Ace, taking some more damage onto this Blade Master. Is he going to be able to kill it? He does have that shade there, so if he wind walks, but of course if it wind walks it's going to be much faster. You can just run away that way. So there's that. The statue has been really, really helpful in this game, providing a ton of regeneration and such things. Here we do see a fully itemed equipped Keeper of the Grove, this time with a potion of healing, a potion of vulnerability, and potion of mana, as well as a scroll of temporal clarity and a staff of teleportation. Oh, the Lich taking some damage, being focused and now ensnared, getting a quill before that Blade Master decided to make the mistake of opening on him. Just trying to stay alive right now. The Blade Master he wants a little bit more mana before he opens up again, so he can get back into Windwalk. That Blade Master could go down potentially, but not going to happen. Actually, he's going to run right out of that army, no problem. And we do see this the Shade actually is taking some damage because he is in Spirit Link, in case you're wondering. But he's not going to die. He's going to be fine. Just taking some damage, you know, so that's life. But over here we're going to see another Huntress go down. And we're going to see any more Huntresses. It looks like lots of Huntresses are going to die. This is like retribution for killing those peons and acolytes, you son of a... I'm not going to finish that. But anyway, we do have the Ace Raider going down. And we do see an ultimate from the Death Knight. And here comes an ultimate from the Tranquility as well. The Death Knight is actually not in a good position here. He is surrounded. Does he have Death Pact? Is he going to be able to use it? He doesn't look like he... I don't think he does. His level 3 coil, level 3 aura, and his ultimate. So he does not have Death Pact right now. You see that Blade Master coming in here, being absolutely a DPS machine. A healing salve being used on the Death Knight. Huntress basically giving his life if he chooses to get any kind of focus on him at all to cancel that healing salve and just essentially try to prevent the Blade Master or the Death Knight from healing up. But that Huntress will go down and he can reuse another healing salve if he so chooses. At this point, the statue is running away, very low on HP. Those units that we saw all the ultimate from the Death Knight, those are actually invulnerable units, and I'm not sure how the Blade Master died, but he did go down. Keeper of the Grove in the back, also going to go down to a Nova. He did have a teleport scroll. He was like, I'm safe, I'll see you coming. No, you didn't see that Nova coming, did you? No, he's gone. That's unfortunate. We do see the Shadow Hunter, no way out. He could go down as well. This is quite a turnaround. I'm surprised that we're actually going to see that happen. That's amazing. Is he going to go ahead? He's going to kill the Shadow Hunter. The Shadow Hunter goes down. Now we do see, let me just give you a quick little recount. Cool has an expo here. He has an expo here, and Invisible has an expo there. This is no longer anything. Ace has this expo. That's the situation. In other words, and not the rapper. Cool does have 2 expansions. His ally Invisible has 1 expansion, and Ace has 1 expansion, and his ally Wenhao has none. So this is not looking good for Wenhao in terms, and his ally Ace in terms of economy. However, they're absolutely dominating in terms of army and micro. Very nicely done. Now that level 8 Death Knight will have Death Pact in case he needs to use that, and we're going to see him pick this off. Of course, that Lich does have his ultimate as well. He doesn't have mana to use it. He is level 7 at this point. Over here for the Farseer, also level 6, which means he has his ultimate as well. And these two ultimates work great in tandem because essentially Ace can cast an Earthquake that it slows and just really just does a lot of damage to buildings, really can kill a lot of buildings. And the Lich also has a Death and Decay, which doesn't slow units, but it does actually kill buildings, and it kills units very fast. So they both do a lot of damage. If you use both of those on any kind of infrastructure, you can take it out in like 15 seconds. Anything that's in the range of those two things will go down if you use both at the same time. 15 seconds is like the length it takes. It doesn't matter what building it is, because the Death and Decay works off a percentage of your max life, and the Farseer's Earthquake just does a lot of damage. So there's that. Will we see that happen? Probably not. That probably won't happen. Oh, I hope that didn't make any terrible sounds for you guys. But if it did, I apologize. But if you're wondering what happened, I actually knocked my pop filter a little bit. And if you don't know what a pop filter is, it's just that screen you often will see over microphones, just to prevent plosives and pops of air coming into your microphone whenever you say pee and stuff, things like that. But anyway, so if I knocked it, it might hit the microphone. I don't have a shock mount. So anyway, not sure why I'm talking about that. This game's exciting. We do see the Tauren Chieftain finally back out. We see a Raider trying to do something. All right, come on, you can ensnare that Raider. You can surround the Raider. Just move the Spirit Walker. Ah, he let him walk away. Oh, that's a little bit hard to watch. But I mean, he probably was over here microing this stuff and didn't see it in time. So, oh well. Over here we can see another expansion from Cool going down, getting those wolves out of the way so they don't get blown up by the detonates from those wisps. And down at this point, we can see there's nothing there. There's nothing here. It looks like this was actually mined out at that point. And so now, oh, looks like Aces. Oh man, that Tauren Chieftain is not having a good day. He's gonna get revived, and just as he gets revived, he's gonna go down. He does have reincarnate still, so there it is. And here comes the army of Wenhao saying, "Get away from my Tauren Chieftain." So yeah, sorry for yelling there, but got a little into it. We see Wenhao. Yeah, I'm rooting for Wenhao. Hopefully that didn't cause any serious issues. Might be a little bit of a spike there. Windows key, that son of a. I'll have to. Hopefully that won't be an issue. But anyway, so back to the game. We do see A's running around now and running around. We do see Cool taking this army as well as this Keeper of the Grove down here to try to take this after. Of course, 2 watchtowers. That won't be enough. That is so many hunts. I'm assuming it's like 50 food hunts. No, 43. It's very close. Over here we can see Ace expanding right there as well. And over here we can see that this fight, catching that Tree of Life before it can go expand somewhere else down here. And it's going to go down. And here is Ace's and Wenhao's army right there. Or is either one of them going to TP to Ace's expansion for the rescue, or to force a TP? One of the two. Yes, we're going to see it happen. Or is that a staff teleportation? Nope, it is a TP, full bona fide TP. Here comes Ace. He's not going to lose that watchtower. That one watchtower did go down, but that was all that focus fire. And here we can see this fight. This fight is going to go to Ace. I'm not sure why Cool would take this fight. His hero levels are not nearly good enough. Well, his units aren't nearly good enough to take on these high-level Orc heroes. Just absolutely not nearly strong enough. Over here we can see that Wenhao is over here at this base. Is he actually going to kill anything? Focusing down immediately on the Raiders. The Lich immediately taking some damage. Going to use a Frost Armor at +3 armor. Going to be able to walk away essentially from that Blade Master. Not really being in any serious trouble. And that Raider is going to go down, most likely if he gets coiled or anything like that. So yes, there goes the Raider. Over here we can see A is clearly winning this fight. He does lose his army, but of course not an issue because he just really, his heroes just dominate these units right here. And there you can see the rest of those wolves right there just really being very effective. Here we can see that Wenhao is running down this way, and so Invisible is trying to bring his heroes down here as well. There's that Tranquility. The Tranquility, of course, very, very amazingly effective and powerful. Works really well with the healing wave. As you can see, though, the units go up very quickly on their HP. One of the coolest ultimates in the game is Tranquility. We're going to see a lot of the damage going off again on the Keeper of the Grove. He does have a Potion of Lesser Healing. Will he use it? I don't know. Here we can see that here goes the Farseer from A's running away at this point with a Speed Scroll. But the Blade Master is also chasing him. He's going to get to that shop. He's going to be able to apply a Potion of Healing, use it, no problem. And GG is actually called from Invisible. And Cool also calling GG. So that is good game. Holy crap, what a game. Wow, that's got to be one of the best 2v2s I've seen in a while in terms of entertainment and excitement, because that was crazy. Not quite the same level of skill, I think, as the Yumiko and Thu versus Ted Fly games. Those were so good. But that was pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was really fun to cast, and I'm not gonna do another game. That was 38 minutes long. That's kind of long. So for today, I'm going to be done. Of course, Zotac is tomorrow, so you can check out my channel tomorrow, probably sometime at the night, because generally it works out better for me to cast all day and then do all the processing at the same time. I can get more done that way. So then I can, you know, put them up as fast as I can, and as they get processed and uploaded to YouTube. But there will be videos of Zotac tomorrow, the brand new ones, new games, and hopefully the finals, unless the finals get delayed, which happens occasionally. So all that'll be there tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary, and if you did, you know, you can always like, comment, subscribe, pass it on to anybody else. And also, I just want one more thing to say. See you guys next time.